Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining this session on the Away is Somewhere campaign. This initiative is part of Montgomery County Environmental Services' ongoing work to help our community understand where away really is and to empower teachers, students, and families to take small, meaningful actions that collectively create big change. We built this campaign through research, surveys, and conversations with local teachers and schools to understand what would make sustainability education more effective and easier to integrate. Those insights shape the tools that we're going to walk through together today. And as this opening visual shows, our campaign is trying to bring the idea of waste to life. We follow a mom and her daughter in this image kind of walking together. And as the mom tosses something away, we see the trash kind of forming into a wave behind them. It's not meant to be scary, but it is meant to be memorable. It's reminding us that when we throw things away, they don't simply disappear. It still exists somewhere, and that somewhere eventually circles back to us. So all of the visuals in this campaign are different. Some are whimsical, some are a little bit reflective, but they do share a common goal, and that is to spark attention in new ways, moving beyond kind of the typical green, calm imagery we associate with recycling. Instead, we want to use some bold, modern design to make people stop and think and encourage them to participate in making our community better in this way. The campaign's message is simple. What we throw away doesn't just disappear, and our everyday actions can make a real difference. We want this campaign to encourage curiosity about where things go after we throw them away. We want to help students in the community see that every small action does add up to a cleaner, healthier Montgomery County. So, what are we working towards? At this core, this campaign is about progress, not perfection. We're working towards more schools participating in recycling, cleaner recycling streams with less contamination, less food waste going into landfills, and maybe most importantly, inspiring students and families to take small steps that could lead up to a big impact. Why does this all matter? The need for this campaign came directly from data. Only about 35% of our local schools have recycling programs, and even within those, 25% of bins are contaminated. Plus, 60% of the food waste generated in Montgomery County still ends up in landfills. So there's a really big potential here to make a difference. And that's exactly what these tools were created to help. So here's how Away is Somewhere is going to make these changes happen. This is intended to be a unified campaign that really connects schools and homes with educators at the center. We've built plug and play tools, fun challenges, and games that make recycling a regular part of classroom life. The campaign is designed to speak with one consistent voice, supporting teachers, engaging students, and including families so that everyone can contribute in their own way. And it's by repetition and seeing the campaign in multiple places, coming from multiple community voices. Through that is how we're going to make the change happen. This campaign was built on real insights from Montgomery County schools. We surveyed teachers, students, parents, and even looked at local waste data to understand what was working and where gaps existed. We then developed simple audience personas for teachers, students, administrators, parents to ensure the materials met everyone's needs. Everything aligns with the county's existing programs like Recycle Right, Waste Reduction, and the Environmental Learning Center. And it's all classroom first, meaning minimal prep and maximum flexibility so that it's ready to use. Next, we're going to show you a couple tools that you can use right now. You're going to access all of the materials on the campaign landing page, which can be found at montgomerycountyeco.org. There is where you'll find lesson plans, pledge cards, posters, a recycling Jeopardy game, and a family toolkit full of take-home activities. You'll also see some videos and guides for easy classroom integration. These materials are all designed to make it easy to bring sustainability into your curriculum, no extra planning required. So, if we take a look at the landing page here, which is going to be your hub for all campaign and classroom materials, and we scroll down to the bottom here, you'll also see that there's a monthly calendar, which is regularly updated with events, recycling days, and learning opportunities. You're able to click into the individual events and get more information about them. Some of them link directly to the Montgomery County Environmental Services page to give you more information about that particular event, recycling day, which is a great resource also if you're looking for more information. And then if we go back up to the top here, there's the navigation sections for schools and families. We do encourage teachers to bookmark the page for easy access throughout the year so they can check in on what kinds of events are going on. I'll quickly walk you through some of the materials here so you can get a sense of what's available. The lesson plan here is designed as a 3-day guide, but it's fully adaptable. Each day builds understanding through discussion, activities, and reflection. There's supporting materials, especially the video, and lesson discussion at prompts to help students connect ideas and prepare to take the eco quiz game. It's one of our favorite tools. It's a Jeopardy style classroom game that reinforces what students have learned about recycling and composting. So you can go through the lesson plan with them, watch the infographic video with them, and test their skills in a fun way. We have a student worksheet to help reinforce learning with the teacher answer key, which makes it easy to check understanding and facilitate review. The field trip guide provides information on visiting the Boonshoft Museum of Discovery and the Environmental Learning Center. Each of these include contact information for scheduling class field trips and links to related exhibits. The school tracker is a really hands-on classroom tool that allows students to weigh recycling and track how much waste is diverted from landfills. There's also some additional links and downloadable resources available on the page, and these are also just intended to extend learning beyond the classroom. And we have a big poster about what can be recycled. It gives some icons and photos to help add some context for students, and answers the question, what can actually be recycled? There's a lot of misinformation or misguided folks out there, but this outlines it clearly. And we also have a fridge style infographic that's a little bit smaller, and just as important as what does go in the recycling stream, it includes what does not belong in the bin: plastic bags, styrofoam, clothing, metal items, any food waste. These items can contaminate entire batches of recycling. So all of these visuals are intended to help make sorting much easier for students. And we encourage you to display what makes sense for your classroom near your bins. Now let's talk about how you and your students can get involved beyond the lessons. So, of course, using the toolkits that we've been talking about, teachers could also elect to nominate eco leaders or participate in art or video challenges. We recommend that you share classroom wins through newsletters or social media. The idea is to really celebrate the small successes and make sustainability part of your classroom culture. This is how sustainability spreads throughout the school and to families. And of course, the sustainability pledge is a great way to close off your lesson. Students can choose actions they'll commit to, from turning off lights to composting food scraps or reusing bottles. You can display completed pledges in the classroom or the hallway to encourage others to join in. It's a really powerful way for students to see their individual actions contribute to something bigger. So we hope you will take the time to explore the toolkit and share them with your students and families. We'd like to thank you for taking the time to learn about this initiative and for everything you do to inspire students in Montgomery County. If you have any questions, ideas, or resource requests, please contact Montgomery County Environmental Services using the contact link in the footer on the site. We would love it if you'd share your classroom stories, photos, or feedback with us. And remember, every small action adds up because a way is somewhere.